Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final lesson of Quartet, Lesson 12, Part 4. Oh my goodness, we've come a long way. Tonight we're going to be covering yo ga nai and nari. We've seen nari before, but this is a different usage of nari. We're going to be covering a little bit more of that. These are the colors we use for each of our streams. We have a light blue for each new grammar point. All the other colors are for words that haven't shown up yet in Quartet or Genki, but that show up on the JLPT, or are quite common so that we think are worth you trying to memorize. All the live streams are sponsored by the members of TokenYandy.com, the Patreon, and the YouTube. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. It's because of you that we've been able to come this far. We got through all of Genki 1, all of Genki 2, all of Quartet 1, all of Quartet 2. Well over 100 live streams together. It's been crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for even all the non-members. Thank you for being here at the live streams and watching the videos. I hope you've learned a lot. I know we have learned a lot going through all this with you, so thank you so much to all of you. We really appreciate you. Our first section tonight is no way to do, no possible way to do with yo ga nai, yo ga nai. So the way we use this is we take the verb stem, the mas stem of a verb, and add yo ga nai, so tabe yo ga nai. And this means that no matter what you try, no matter what you do, there is no possible way that you can do this verb. Whatever this verb is, there's no possible way to do it for some reason or another. And that may be in the sentence or not, but we're just saying not possible. There's an idiomatic phrase that Quartet covers that is that uses yo ga nai, and that is toshika ii yo ga nai. Toshika ii yo ga nai. When that's attached to a noun, it means that there's no word for X, whatever comes before toshika. There's no word for that other than whatever the thing that it's marking. So we'll get into a couple examples with those in the example section. So let's go ahead and jump into those. We've got 服を買ったがクローゼットがいっぱいでしまいようがない. So I bought clothes, but due to my closet being full, there is no possible way to put them away. No possible way to put them away. That kind of rhymes. So 服を買ったが, so I bought clothes, but クローゼットがいっぱいで, but my closet is full, and でしまいようがない. So しまう is to put away, that's it. So しまいようがない means there's no possible way to put them away. レポートのデータが消えてしまって絶望としか言いようがない. So here's that idiom we were talking about. としか言いようがない. So my report data unfortunately disappeared, and hopeless is the only word that can describe my situation, or there's nothing I can say but it's hopeless. So レポートのデータ, so the data from my report, が, so that's the subject, 消えてしまって, so it unfortunately disappeared, and 絶望, 絶望 is an M1 word, surprisingly. I thought that would be a lower level. I learned that pretty early, but 絶望 means hopeless. としか言いようがない. So しか plus a negative is there's nothing to say, there's nothing that can be done but this thing. So しか言いようがない means there's nothing one can say but 絶望. And it's just, idiomatically, it means hopeless is the only word that can describe this situation. Hopeless. チーズケーキを焼きたいけど材料がないので作りようがない. So I want to bake a cheesecake, but I don't have the ingredients, so there's no way to make one. Breaking it down, we have cheesecake. Whoa, so the direct object is cheesecake. 焼きたいけど, I want to bake cheesecake. Yaku, by the way, it can be bake, cook, fry, many different things. Single word. In this case, it's bake because you bake a cheesecake. 焼きたいけど, so I want to bake a cheesecake, but 材料がない. I don't have ingredients. ので, so 作りようがない. So it's the mas stem of 作る. 作りようがない. There's no way to make it. There's no way to make it. A 君はすでにみんなが知っているニュースを話したので驚きようがなかった. So A 君, that's the person's name, A spoke about news everyone already knew. So there was no way we would be surprised. It's in the past tense. So A 君は, as for A 君, すでに, so すでに is already. みんなが知っているnews. So news that everyone already knew. みんなが知っているニュースを, that's the new direct object, or that is the direct object, 話したので. So he spoke about news that everyone already knew. ので, so 驚きようがなかった. There was no way we would be surprised, because everyone already knew about it. ハイキング中にスマホを落としてしまって地図もないので道の調べようがない. So I unfortunately dropped my smartphone while hiking, and I don't have a map either, so there is no way to look up our route. Uh-oh, that's tough. So hiking 中, so while hiking. に during that スマホを my smartphone を direct object 落としてしまって so unfortunately I dropped my smartphone and 地図もないので and I don't have a map so 道の調べようがない so searching for the road or looking up the road is impossible 調べようがない there's no way to do it. That brings us already to our dialogue. So let's go ahead and get Yuki over here for the dialogue part. Right, we'll read it slowly one time, then at full speed, then we'll break it down together. All right. 新しいクエストドラゴンが売り切れたみたい。
嘘、まだ買ってないよ。どうしよう。旦那の誕生日のために買ってあげる予定だった。他に欲しいものがこの世にないみたい。困った。今日が誕生日だよ。
それは。
マジ、ネットでも買えないの？
マジ、どんなに探そうが、絶対に見つけようがないと思うけど、ね。新しいクエストドラゴンが売り切れたみたい。
嘘！まだ買ってないよ。どうしよう。旦那の誕生日のために買ってあげる予定だった。他に欲しいものがこの世にないみたい。困った。今日が誕生日だよ。
それは。
マジネットでも買えないの？
マジ、どんなに探そうが絶対に見つけようがないと思うけどね。Oh, let's go ahead and break that one down together. We have
見ましたね。新しいクエストドラゴンが売り切れたみたい。
The new Quest Dragon sold out, it appears. So, 新しい. So, the new Quest Dragon. That's a play on Dragon Quest, obviously. が that's a subject. 売り切れたみたい. It's sold out, apparently.
嘘。まだ買ってないよ。どうしよう。旦那の誕生日のために買ってあげる予定だった。他に欲しいものがこの世にないみたい。困った。今日が誕生日だよ。
No way, I haven't bought it yet. What am I gonna do? My plan was to buy it for my husband's birthday. There's nothing else in this world that he wants, apparently. This sucks. Today's his birthday, you know? Should have probably bought it a little bit earlier. Uso, no way. まだ買ってないよ. I haven't bought it yet. Haven't bought it yet. That's ている, right? まだ買ってないよ。どうしよう? What am I gonna do? 旦那の誕生日のために So for the purpose of my husband's birthday, 買ってあげる予定だった。So my plan was to buy it for him. 買ってあげる予定だった。他に欲しいもの。So something else that he wants が That's a subject. この世にないみたい。It doesn't exist in this world. So anything else that he wants does not exist in this world. It seems is the literal translation. I translated that as there is nothing else in this world that he wants, apparently. 困った。This sucks, or I'm in trouble. 今日が誕生日だよ. Today is his birthday, you know, by the way.
それは。
Oh boy.
マジ、ネットでも買えないの？
Seriously? You can't buy it even online? マジ? Seriously? ネットでも So even online, 買えないの? You can't buy it?
マジ、どんなに探そうが絶対に見つけようがないと思うけどね。
Seriously, マジ。どんなに探そうが No matter how much you search, 絶対に There's definitely no way 見つけようがないと思う。けどね I definitely don't think there's any way you can find it. So there is definitely no way you would find it, I think. はい、question time is
あなたは遊園地に来ています。予想していなかった出来事に反応のしようがありません。四角で〇〇しようがないですか？
So you're at a theme park, 遊園地 and something that you didn't expect has happened. And there's no way you can respond. There's no possible way you can respond other than what? So, 四角で that's the thing that happened. The thing that happened. So in this case, お化けたちは可愛くて So the ghosts are cute. And what is the thing that there's no way you could do? 〇〇しようがない. So this is the thing there's no way you can do because this happened. So for example,
お化けたちは可愛くて怖がりようがない。
So the ghosts are cute. So there's no way we could be scared. 怖がる is to appear scared. So お化けたち the ghosts は可愛くて they're super cute and 怖がりようがない there's no way we could appear scared.
人が多すぎて動きようがない。
So there's too many people, there's no way we could possibly move. So 人が多すぎて there are too many people and 動きようがない there is no way we could move. So how about you guys? So the final section of Quartet is as soon as with nari. Now we've seen nari before in things like nari nari, and I think nari on its own before as well. I can't remember exactly, but this one is a little bit different. What happens with nari when the dictionary form of a verb comes before it, and there's only one nari in the sentence, or just one nari here, it's x nari y. When x is a verb in the dictionary form, it means that the moment someone did x, what comes before nari, they immediately do y, which is whatever comes after nari. So, dictionary form, verb. So as soon as they did that, as soon as that happened to nari, they immediately did this next thing, whatever comes after that. One thing that needs to be pointed out here is that this nari can only be used in the third person. You cannot use it to talk about yourself or something that you did or something that the person you're talking to did. It has to be something about someone that is not part of the conversation. So you're talking to someone and you're explaining what someone else did. Third person. And that's the only way that you can use this. Also, the subject, the person who is performing each of these actions, needs to be the same. So whoever did X needs to also do Y, because it wouldn't make sense for as soon as something happened or as soon as person A did this, person B did this. This you can't use for that. This you can only use for person A did this and immediately they did this. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the example sentences. We have 社長はニュースを聞くなり慌てて弁護士に電話をし始めた. So as soon as the company president heard the news, he immediately rushed and started a call to a lawyer. Must have been some bad news. So 社長は, so the company president はニュースを聞くなり. So as soon as he heard the news, 聞くなり, that's the dictionary form, plus なり. 慌てて, so he rushed. 弁護士に, so in the direction of a lawyer. 電話をし始めた. So he started a call to a lawyer. He rushed to do that. Okay, so that's the immediately. As soon as is the nari, and immediately did this is also the nari. 料理が出るなり、少年は夢中で食べ始めた. So as soon as the food came out, the youngster immediately devoted himself to beginning to eat. So there's no subject, person that is a subject here. So I mentioned that the subject needs to be the same in both sentences, but here there's no person that is the subject here. Food is the subject. This is okay. Having food be the subject here, 料理が出るなり. So when the food came out, then the kid did something. So that is okay. But if it's a person that is doing X, that same person has to do something in Y. Just keep that in mind. So 料理が出るなり. As soon as the food came out, 少年は, so as for the young boy, 夢中で, so he devoted himself to 食べ始めた. He beginning to eat. Alright, our next example is E メールが届くなり. 事務員はそのメールを印刷して上司の机の上に置いた. So as soon as the email was delivered, the clerk immediately printed that email and put it on their superior's desk, as one does in this country, or possibly in their little cubby. That happened to me a lot. I'd get emails put into my cubby. So, イメールが届くなり. So as soon as the email was delivered, once again, this is the email is the subject of the sentence, so it's okay to have it like this. But usually if it's a person in the first part, it needs to be the same person in the second part. Just keep drilling that into you guys. So as soon as the mail was delivered, 事務員, so 事務員 is a clerk, はそのメールを, so that email を is the direct object, 印刷して, they printed it, and 上司の机の上に, so on their superior's desk, on top of it, に置いた, they put it. Our next one is 子供はお母さんの顔が見るなり走って会いに行った. So as for the child, as soon as his mother's face became visible, he immediately ran and went to meet her. 子供は, so as for the child, お母さんの顔が見えるなり, as soon as he was able to see, this isn't able to see, but it's often used in that way. So as soon as her face was visible to him, as soon as her face was visible to him, なり走って会いに行った. He ran to go and meet her. So as for the child, as soon as his mother's face became visible to him, he immediately ran and went to meet her. Remember, this is in the third person, so you're not talking to the child, you're talking to someone else about what the child did. That's the only way you could use this nari. All right. 夫は子供の話を聞くなり困った顔をしていました. So as soon as my husband heard the child's story, he immediately made a distressed face. I don't know what the kid's talking about. So, 夫 is a way you can refer to your own husband. 夫は子供の話を聞くなり. So as soon as he heard the child's story, 子供の話を聞くなり, 困った顔をしていました. So 困った顔 is like a, I don't know what to do in this situation. This kind of face. What do I do? I don't know what this kid's talking about. Help me out here. So that kind of face. をしていました. So as soon as my husband heard the child's story, he immediately made a distressed face. And that, my friends, brings us to the final dialogue of Quartet. So let's go ahead and get Yuki over here.
と言われても探さなきゃ。
旦那さんはそんなに欲しがっているの？
発売のニュースを聞くなり。A ちゃん、誕生日プレゼントはこれがいい。他は何もいらない。と言ってた。
やばいね。俺の買ったやつ5万円で譲ってあげるよ。
本当？ありがとう。
マジではい、one more time.
と言われても探さなきゃ。
旦那さんはそんなに欲しがっているの？
発売のニュースを聞くなり、A ちゃん、誕生日プレゼントはこれがいい。他は何もいらない。と言ってた。
やばいね。俺の買ったやつ5万円で譲ってあげるよ。
本当？ありがとう。
マジでAlright, so let's go ahead and break it down. See you later, Dan. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
と言われても探さなきゃ。
So even if you say so, I have to search. と言われても. So we're talking about the last dialogue. So even if you say that to me, それに言われても、と言われても探さなきゃ. I have to search.
旦那さんはそんなに欲しがっているの？
Your husband wants it that bad. 旦那さん is a way to refer to someone else's husband. 旦那さんは So as for him, そんなに So that much 欲しがっているの He appears to want it that much.
発売のニュースを聞くなり、A ちゃん、誕生日プレゼントはこれがいい。他は何もいらない。と言ってた。
So as soon as he heard the news about the release, immediately he said, Hey, as for my birthday present, this is what I want. I don't need anything else. So breaking it down, it's 発売のニュース So the news about it being released. 発売のニュースを聞くなり So as soon as he heard the news about release of the game, immediately, A ちゃんthis is what he said. A ちゃん、誕生日プレゼントはこれがいい. So as for my birthday present, this is what I want. 他は So as for something else, 何もいらない. I don't need anything. と言ってた. He said.
やばいね。俺の買ったやつ5万円で譲ってあげるよ。
That's rough, eh? I'll give up the one I bought for 50,000 yen, you know. Or 50,000, you know. So やばいね. That's rough, eh? 俺の買ったやつ So the one I bought 5万円で So for 50,000 yen 譲ってあげるよ. 譲る means to let someone pass, but it also means in this situation to, give it to you. I'll let you have it instead of me type of thing. So I'll let you have it for 50,000 yen, which is a very high price for a brand new release video game, which is why this response gets this response.
本当？ありがとう。
Really? Thank you. And then I say,
マジ？
huh? Seriously? So I didn't expect to be able to sell it for 50,000 yen. That was a big surprise, but she really, really wants it. So that brings us to question time.
はい。あなたの友達は慌てています。〇〇するなり、急いで四角四角しました。という文章で説明してください。
Hi, so your friend is rushing or in a rush to do something. And that is because when this happened or when they did this, 何々するなり. So whenever they did this, 急いで so they rushed and did this. 何々をしました。という文で説明してください. So please make a sentence in that way. For example,
友達はメールを見るなり、急いでお母さんに電話をしました。
So of course, even though we don't say 友達 over here, it's the same subject. So it's friend here. So 友達はメールを見るなり. So as soon as my friend read the email or read the message, probably the mail on your phone, like a text message is often used for this mail without email. When it's not email and it's just mail, it often means a text message is what I'm trying to say. 友達はメールを見るなり. So as soon as my friend saw the mail message, 急いで he rushed and お母さんに in the direction of his mom 電話をしました。He called his mom.
友達は私の顔を見るなり、急いで梅干しを買いに行きました。
So 友達は私の顔を見るなり as soon as my friend saw my face、immediately he rushed 急いで梅干しを so 梅干し is a pickled plum を買いに行きました。He went and bought pickled plums. Is the joke here that your face looks like a pickled plum?
違う。
Is that the joke? 友達は私の顔を見るなり、急いで梅干しを買いに行きました。So he saw the person that's speaking's face, remembered 梅干し because the face looks like an 梅干し and then went and bought them? Is that what's happening? Or he thinks that you look tired?
Maybe が The friend
疲れているそう。
had なんか約束があったかもしれない。私に梅干し買ってくれる約束
So he had
が。
a promise to buy you 梅干し so he remembered to go buy. Or maybe you look really tired, so he's going to buy you 梅干し to
か
wake
も
you
し
up.
れない。優しさかもしれない。
Okay.
それは
I
わ
like
から
the
ない。
idea that the joke is that when my friend looked at my face, he remembered umeboshi because my face looked like an umeboshi. And he really rushed to go buy umeboshi because he really wanted some after seeing my face. That's what I figured. Anyway, what about you guys? Go ahead and make up. Obviously, this is all going to be imagination. Or you can describe something that a real friend really did. Either way is fine. Thumbs up を攻撃してください. Please smash the thumbs up button. It really does help. And チャンネル登録お願いします. And please subscribe if you haven't already. If you're at this point in the video, I feel like you probably have. And if you haven't, we're sad. But it's okay, I guess. But if you have subscribed, please make sure you hit the bell so you know when we go live with whatever our next live stream is going to be and whatever our new videos coming soon are going to be. All right. And also, 皆さん、お疲れ様でした。
はい、ありがとうございました。お疲れ様でした。
And again, channel 登録お願いします。You made this little slide for you guys. Thank you so much,
そう、そこ
everyone.
しかね、書いてないから。
皆さんお疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございました。
We did it!
はい。
Alright, guys, have a great night. Thank you so much.
ね、ありがとうございました。みんなお疲れ。
また次のビデオで
はい。
会いましょうね。
はい。
はい
またね。
バイバイ。
バイバイ。元気ワンでね。
Planning to use these books to learn Japanese in 2022? We explain all the grammar from these books and more here on YouTube in detail. And on TokiniAndy.com, we have tons of extra grammar explanations, interactive practice exercises with Yuki and I, native shadowing exercises so you can get practice speaking even when you're by yourself, tests, and even progress bars to track your progress through the book. We also plan on beginning to add tons of level-appropriate immersion material throughout 2022. We even have a new exclusive community for members where they can ask questions, help each other, and even play silly Japanese word games. Over 1,800 people have already utilized the Tokini Andy and Yuki premium content. Join the community today and kickstart your Japanese learning journey.